Hi all, it's the 17th of October 2022 and we're looking down on Typhoon Nesat, also known as Neneng in the Philippines. And I'm looking at this imagery rather than the usual RamMB slider because RamMB slider is out of date at the moment, so if you use it, be careful, it's a day old, it seems to not be updated. Did I say Neneng? I meant Neneng. Currently, Nesat Neneng is estimated at 90 knots sustained by JTWC. That makes it a Category 2 typhoon. JTWC have it heading towards the southwest, weakening as it approaches and goes to the south of Hainan Island, which is this island here. Despite warmer ocean temperatures, the system has not managed to rapidly intensify into a major hurricane strength system due to the fact that there is a bit of wind shear that is pushing convection off to lopsided onto the southwestern side, and also there's dry air coming off the continent that is wrapping into the system, which is further impeding it. And it looks like the JTWC are keen on weakening the storm as it rounds past South Hainan, so that's good news. The reason being that there's a lot of dry air coming off the continental areas. Nonetheless, the storm has produced a pinhole eye and it is maintaining intensity above what was predicted, I think, due to the fact that there has been persistent convection fighting back against these inhibiting factors. So what about those sea surface temperatures? The storm heading down past Hainan, actually there is a pocket of warm water indicated in the analysis to the southeastern side of Hainan, and tucked in to the west of Hainan there's also some warm water. Cooler waters off the outflow from this river, I'm not sure what river that is, cooler waters in the Taiwan Strait. These values in the oranges are between 28 to 29 Celsius. So plenty warm. Let's take a look at the MPI. Yeah, I mean it's fall and the higher ocean temperatures are getting squeezed down further towards the south, but the South China Sea is still plenty warm, particularly in the southern areas. The storm Nesat is on the boundary, but it's still well into the Category 2 to Category 3 on the potential maximum winds. Actually it's higher than that. It's actually in the 4 to 5 boundary in this area. You can certainly see the effects of those cooler ocean temperatures along the coast of China, watching it drop off. In fact, the MPI has gone to not even supportive of a tropical depression up to the north of Taiwan now, so there's really been some cooling there. But nonetheless, the South China Sea remains a potential major hurricane strength system generating area. But yeah, this is on that boundary. These charts give an estimate as to the maximum potential intensity of a tropical cyclone that occurs in these areas based on the sea surface temperatures and the tropopore's upper atmospheric temperatures. How much can the heat engine generate? And so it requires perfect conditions in order to reach these actual intensities. And then the top one is for the potential minimum central pressure, and then the bottom one is the potential maximum winds. So that's why the bottom one is the one that is used for the category color bar here with the H4, H3, H2, H1 for the 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 on the Saffir-Simpson scale. With that being said, it's time to check in on the Hurricane Wharf. Let's see how it's doing. The initialization is valid at 18Z this evening, Monday, October 17th, this evening in England anyway. And so let's bump forward. Well, okay, let's look at the intensity for us. So it initializes it at around the Looks like it is 80, around the 80 knots area. So JTWC had it at 90 knots. So this is pretty good. And then let's see how it progresses. So the storm is coming up to Hainan up here towards the northwest, and the H-Wharf is struggling. The area of hurricane winds in the purples is declining over time as the storm weakens, which fits with the JTWC forecast. It's already down to being a tropical storm, and that's by 03 UTC on Wednesday 19th of October as the storm progresses past the southern area of Hainan. There is a slight intensification there, but not enough to take it back to typhoon, and then rapid weakening to depression. Well, actually it's still a storm technically, but there it is going down. So it does look like mainly a rain threat towards the area of Vietnam and southern Hainan in particular, and the slow motion of the storm as it is slowing down a little bit isn't good news for rainfall either. So let's check that rain. Well, before looking at the rain, actually, let's just check the European Centre model. Just checking the track and intensity. It does have the storm coming up to Hainan south coast, slightly closer I think, and then it's weakening as well as it heads in towards, and then stalling big time there. Just a stalling between Hainan and Vietnam. Okay, let's look at the rain. Here is the European Centre model total rain accumulation. And I'm going to go for the next 5 days. No, actually the next 3 days, which is as the storm is approaching Hainan. So if we put a little clicker in here, we'll see there is a focused area of very heavy rainfall as the storm passes, and it likes the southeastern corner. So this would be the area most at risk for landslides and flash flooding. As we go forward to 5 days, the area does spread out. Where is the maximum? It is down in that southeastern corner of Hainan. This is seems to be the area, and they think there are mountains down in this area which could be focusing the rainfall, leading to potential for flash flooding. And then as we go to 10 days and the storm stalls, we've got heavy rain throughout the whole area now coming into Vietnam with accumulations of over 200 millimeters over quite a large area. Let's take a gander at Hainan actually. So the heaviest rainfall was in that southeastern section. It is quite a hilly / mountainous island, though the mountains aren't uber high. But this southeastern area is quite hilly. European Centre model has the heaviest rain coming in at around 04 UTC or 03 UTC, which would be middle of the day for Hainan. And so Wednesday is looking very wet indeed for southeastern Hainan. Model indicates peak rainfall at over 30 millimeters in 3 hours. The hurricane Wharf slams the rain a little bit earlier into southeastern Hainan, and the icon model as well, not shown here, is also producing higher rainfall amounts. So a danger of landslides and flash flooding is very serious for Wednesday and even early Wednesday. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.